Hello everybody, this is Wraith here. This is a map tour of Pilgrim's Rest made by FarmerBoB. It's set in Loveld, South Africa. It's a small historical town. This is located on FS22.com and all rights reserved for FarmerBoB. This is a first look tour. I have not actually taken any steps into this farm whatsoever, and we'll get started right now. So as you can see, I'm on new farmer mode. It does not start out with 2.6 million, but instead it does just have the standard 100,000. Walking to the farm, you start at this entrance point. Looks like we have some good scenery here. Looks like some horses, which looks like we do own. Yes, looks like there are 2 horses. I don't know if the names change as they go, but Fudge and Bozeman. So you can start right off with some horse tending if you would like to start. Looks like we do have a vehicle repair shop. This looks out of Elms Creek, a standalone there. So, and then we also have a farm of 400 OBI 1000 for your grain. Here's the sleep point. It's a static non-entry. Garage door does open, and this is where we can do our character change. We will be looking at the equipment shortly, but we're going to go through the map part first. We have 4 fields that are located here in the farmland. You will be at least hard-pressed to purchase this farm on Farm Manager and get it going the same. So the choice will be up to you how hard you want it to be and what you want to start out with. Besides the horse farm here, we have some chickens, and this is a 360. Start off with just a few, and they will need to get some food because they have 0. We will see if we have anything in the farm tread. Yeah, so we start off with 6,000 wheat and 6,000 oats to feed our animals. So that is something. It looks like we have hay as well, 2250 liters of hay. We have our diesel, which is empty. Looks like we start off here with the CH7.70 from New Holland. Pretty good starting little harvester, not too bad. Some of the fields are pretty large, so and the 25-foot Veriflex. You also start out with a Massey Ferguson 3670, the Klaus grain trailer, 140 TD, which I think is quite a nice one. It has a good capacity. I think it's 22.1 liters. And then we have the Massey Ferguson 6713S, and also a JCB 4220. And then we have the Flegel TMK 273, which is a large capacity, I believe 40 cubic meter grain trailer. Looks like we have a 7-furrow plow, a small cultivator, and then also the small Norston seeder. Good little starting pack there. Liquid fertilizer, and the Keverland rear side mount. Looks like we also have our silage clamp right here, and a hay loft here as well. We also have available to us the cow pasture, 80 cows. Not a bad little start right there. And of course it looks like a sheep pen here. Yep, and 65. So the starting on these is good. From what I understand from the initial video by FarmerBoB, he does say that everything is sellable. So I believe this is a pig farm here. Yep, pigsty for 108 pigs. So good starting pig equipment. If you're into animal husbandry, this is a good way to start. Okay, so looking in depth into more of the equipment, we'll take a little visual look at all that equipment here real quick. Medium tractors. Again, the JCB Fast Track 4220. The Massey Ferguson 6713 has 150 ponies, and then 170. So, one speedster and two medium workhorses. So that's pretty good there. The harvester is the New Holland CH7.70. Good medium-sized harvester, good capacity with that 25-foot header. For general driving, we have the Lizard 1986 standard pickup truck and the Mahindra for your going around town, small deliveries, stuff like that. Trailers, again, we have the Flegel, that's the 40.3, and then I was wrong by saying it was 21, it's 22.5 on the Kloss. Headers, we already went over. We have a corn header, 6 meter for the New Holland, 7 meter, which we need at least that 220 horses to pull. So it looks like the JBC is going to be doing that job. Cultivator is only at 90 meters, so if you want to upgrade, obviously there's some room there for growth. And the seeder, again, is not super big at only 3 meters, but can be handled by any of the tractors. Sprayer, you have 24 meters on your length there, and the Keverland rear side out mower, and a weight to go along with. So that's your starting equipment. As far as the main map goes, start off with farmland. And you start with section 2 right here. It is an expensive piece of property, so you would be hard pressed on Farm Manager to purchase this at 1.126 million and change. But it does look like here that you get 4 fields to start with, so that is a pretty decent sized area right there to start with. We'll take a quick look around at all those different fields here momentarily. So it looks like we have this directly north. This looks like this is a hemp field, but it is not owned by us, so we're not starting out as hemp farmers. This is kind of the layout. It's one long stretch of roads, so there's no cut between points. I believe this whole area is elevated, which you will see when we do our road tour. The prices on the farmland. Land is very expensive. Most everything is going to cost you at least, look at it, 236. You can get some smaller ones in here for 90,000 or so, but overall, with the exception of 2 or 3 fields, you are in the 6 digits to purchase any land whatsoever, or more. Hop in the Massey here, and we will go ahead and start our road tour. We're going to head south here towards the main bulk of our fields. We start off with field number 2 here on the left-hand side. This looks like this is a canola field ready to harvest, so we can get started right away. Heading to the second field down the row here is a harvested field. If I'm not incorrect here, we'll verify on our map. Newly harvested, needs cultivated. And then we'll follow let's go ahead and cut across here. There's no direct access to the other fields from this point over here, so you have to go down to the bridge. Yes, and I do have just crop destruction on, so we're just going to go ahead and do a little damage here. And this splits our other 2 fields. Again, we have another need to be harvested field here. And this is soybeans. Looks like a nice size field, 5.18 acres. One more season to go before that's ready to harvest. So that's good. Not a lot of grassland for the cows. Said you do have 2 good sized fields here for putting a grassland in if you need to. This is going south of the farm. This is a long stretch of road. I'm not going to make you go all the way through it here. There is a variety of plants that you don't see in other maps. That was tobacco right there. And this will be carrots here. This is quite literally road to nowhere. So not much use in it, but you know, you could definitely spice it up with properties or something to make it your own. I'm back up at the hiking trail up here. One important thing to note here is the crop types. We have all of the standard crop types: grapes, olives, poplar. In addition, he's also added, FarmerBoB has added rye, millet, lucerne, carrots, onion, hops, poppy, hemp, and tobacco. So you have quite a variety there, a nice variety of profit crops that you can put in and use. So that's pretty neat. We're going to take a little trip up here to the hiking trails and see what they have in store for us. If I'm not incorrect about where we're going with this, most likely this will take us on top of the map, and there is a large area up here for farming. Looks like there could be some really interesting forestry that you could do up here. If you do have the Platinum Edition, you could definitely get some stuff done there, you know, using the yarder and stuff like that. And so we do have this large field here, which is purchasable, and it is a good-sized area, 36 acres. But again, the price is pretty up there. You're buying this whole area, and it's $4.3 million for this large area of land. So the verges are also for sale, and the price on those is about $7.6 million. So this is some more interesting countryside. Definitely get some rolling hills. Gives a few challenges for harvesting and planting. Definitely good for maybe getting that big equipment out. Because of the rolling hills, I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue. Oh, gravestones. Sometimes the larger equipment has issues with lots of rolling hills and that sort of thing. Got more hiking trails and a creepy headstone, a robber's grave. Yeah, mass burial there. Nice. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we're right up in this area. We came from the hiking trails, and hiking trails run throughout this whole area. But we are going to be heading down into the main town over here, or the lower right for those of you who are ordinately challenged. Okay, it looks like we have the livestock dealership right here. So we are down here. Looks like small field 27 is part of the larger group, and it's $400,000 to purchase. The livestock dealership, this is where the road terminates again. And we're going back up north to the top of the map. Here's a small bakery. And this is purchasable, which opens up our production chain. Incoming products: flour, milk, sugar, eggs, butter, and strawberries. And we can make bread and cake for our outgoing here. Small, quaint little village. Okay. It looks like here's the bank. Money transactions, all that fun stuff. Yep. And to the opposite side of the road, we have dairy here, and this is also buyable. And from here, we can produce the milk, sugar into butter, cheese, and chocolate. So we have some, options for, making some standard products and turning them into goods for a higher sale value. It looks like a road just does run, frontage road does run to north on the map here. We'll go ahead and do a quick jaunt over here and stop on the frontage road. I'm going to go ahead and just hop out here, take a little swim across the canal. Whee! Okay. And again, we have 3 small fields here, just on the other side of the lake. Right up here. So I am just south of those 3 fields. Looks like there are uncollectible collectibles on here, so looks like some children just lost their toys. As FarmerBoB mentioned in the videos, the windmills are not removable. We have field 20 coming up here on this side here. It's also a buyable field. It comes as a larger pack at 238,000, and it looks like the little verge in between also is yours, just in the middle up here. As we are just up here by the gas station, field 19. Here are some of the smaller fields that are available. This is a larger one for more expensive, but 11, 9, 8, and 7 are all available for purchase and a little bit more reasonable to start off on a budget. Some realistic looking signs. Like we have a BP station here. And this looks like our sale point here. And next to that is the vehicle dealership. So at the dealership here, we have our display tractors, static tractors for some ambiance, and we have the sell point here as well as the shop purchase there. We're going to go up over the northern bend up here. Looks like we have several different sell points up here. Viable point as well. Let's see if I can find the triggers. There we go. Purchasable for $60,000. This is the spinnery. Located right here at the top of the map. Be heading next over the river to the sawmill. Go ahead and swing down here to the right-hand side. And go ahead and take a look up this road here. There's a windy coming off of the main town area. It's a pretty good haul. The Massey's kind of struggling to get up here. This is definitely not a road for the faint of heart. It's got quite the incline here, and I believe this is purchasable, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and purchase this. 4.3 million, which does turn on the triggers. Oh, and this house is to actually live in and do that. Some small barns for putting your equipment in. Overall, pretty good. The only reservation I have with this is that when you're dealing with a field as large as this, at looks like 37 acres, you're going to need equipment a lot larger than what these sheds can hold. But otherwise, a very nice alpine style. Now, as we head back up towards the farm, these are 2 large fields, pretty good sized, and they're running. Just jump right out of the tractor while it's going. Looks like about 16 acres or so, but they're gonna put you back about $500,000 on the average. So there's no middle ground. You either have large equipment or you have small equipment. Or if you want to do medium, then the starting farm is the way to go. New farmer, and then that way you can have those medium fields to start with. But if you want to start off with something larger, you go way up top. Or if you want to do something smaller, you can purchase some of those smaller fields that are on the south end of town here. As far as removability, it looks, yep, there you go. So you can click and demolish fences to your heart's content. If you don't like how they sit, you can open things up a bit. Let's go ahead and do a fly up. We'll kind of get a bird's eye view of everything here. So here's an overview of the farm, bird's eye view. Again, we own fields 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those 2 fields off in the distance over here, we do not own. But they are purchasable, and there's that long road to the south. The long road up to the village. Fly by the hilltop parcel up here. Again, the dealership. Sawmill off in the distance here. Yeah, so this is that huge purchasable land, but you do get some standard fields and some nice hillscape. You could definitely do something with this, with golf carts or go-karts, or have some fun with that. It's a nice feature right here. Pretty waterfalls. And then again down the southwest side of the map. Overall, looks like a nice little map. The detail is okay. One thing I think this map really brings to the table is the ability to buy different products. So if you want to do hemp, or you want to do lucerne, or you want to do carrots, stuff like that, those are available. So those are nice options. So we did travel through a few months here. Looks like our neighbor's hemp field has grown up into something that's, let's just say that it has the female parts attached. In summary, I do want to say that this map is expensive, but it starts with some really good equipment, and there is a lot of things to do as far as production, as well as different types of crop types that you can sell for a profit, with a good set of equipment to start. Overall, it looks like to be a fun map. I hope that you have a nice day. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.